Samoa's early possession in a handy position for the Aussies. The bounce pass. Stannard wants to go to the left. He spotted something out there. It sits up now for Tim Anstey. Back to Hutchison. Not playing on that wing that we saw him score all the tries from last year. He's more the playmaker now because of so many injuries to the 10s. Or the first receivers, if you like. Here's a penalty to Australia. So they need to make something of this early possession. Taylor getting it out to Hutchison, who finds himself over on the wing. And they go to check this one. Well, that's his favoured position. Great finisher, World Rugby Rookie of the Year last year. Consultation here.
Come back on.
It is a try to Australia. Perfect start. 5-0, kick to come from out wide, and that's Henry's third try for the weekend.
Yeah, the quick tap, wasn't it? And then Henry Hutchins here on the outside. Just a lovely ball here, and it's just a lovely finish. Keeps his feet in the air, the ball down first, jumps over the DHL signing on the side there. Great start.
Well, here's the great thing is that it was Hutchinson who actually won the kickoff as well, fellas. If you take it back right to there, he was the man that got up, put pressure on, then the penalty, and he stayed out wide. The silent assassin, you can call him the baby assassin as he was, just still 19 years young. Unbelievable.
And the conversion not successful, but Australia leading Samoa by 5-0. Winner of this one will play Wales in the semi-final of what is now called the Challenge Trophy, the bottom 8 after day 1. Now Samoa, can they hit back? Alessio goes to ground. Very much a new look Samoan team under Sir Gordon Titchens. He made 7 changes to the 12 that played in Cape Town. Good defence by the Aussies.
No, 6.
Advantage being played here. Penalty will go to Samoa.
Last speed first.
So many young players in this Australian team. 5 of the 12 playing on day 2 are still available for under 20s. And there's some youth in the Samoan team as well. Va'a taking it forward, and he's wrapped up by Myers. Looking to keep it tight, and there's a mistackle, and Motunga makes the break, and now the penalty goes against James Stannard.
10.
So they're piggybacking their way upfield, somewhere on the back of a couple of penalties. Now can they hit back? Sideways running there, an easy target. Fuai gets it to Va'a. Stannard, the tackler again on the 10-metre mark. And now, penalty goes against Australia again. Well, they're gifting the Samoans some metres here, Christian.
Well, they are. The Samoans are hanging on to the ball.
Come out.
Making some yardage, making some running some holes.
Just listen, okay? Just listen to my decision, okay? Keep out.
Unusual for an Australian to be talking to a ref.
Yeah. Doesn't happen often.
Roll!
Asa Folau goes to ground. Now Mealoy. Oh, good footwork from Mealoy. Needed someone on his hip. Late in arriving.
Rock! Limit!
Motunga. So plenty of possession for the Samoans. What can they make of it? Asa Folau. Good carry.
Rock, limit!
And the penalty goes against Australia again. So the referee, he might get a little impatient shortly. Yet another penalty at the breakdown. Charging onto it is Motunga. He crashes over all that possession, and finally Samoa get the reward. And they hit back, and it's locked up at 5, all kick to come.
Yeah, Mealoy made the initial break and just creating pressure on the Australians, giving away penalties. And then just here, just uses his power. Head down, straight through between 2 players.
Well, he's doubled his try tally because he had 4 coming into this tournament. He's now scored 4 in Wellington. not quite equal with the top try scorer, who's now got 5, but he has been a workhorse for them, Motonga. And I've got to say that Sam Myers is a little lucky to still be on the field, in my view. 2 penalties in succession. One of them was quite cynical. And so Australia cost 5 points. They could have been down to 6 players.
There's a change now. Henry Hutchison has left the field. He took a while to get up from a tackle leading up to that try from Samoa, so he has been replaced. Let's hope that's not serious, especially with the Aussies heading home to Sydney for their home tournament next weekend. So Samoa kicking off, and they win it through Asif Folau. Nowhere to go for Toloa, so he takes it into contact. And now that's easy meters for Mieloi. He kicks ahead, he needs the bounce, he gets it! What a try, Dilla Mieloi! Terrific stuff from Samoa.
Well, Mieloi's made a couple of telling breaks in this game, and that one there was special. Individual brilliance. And that's what you want to see with Samoa. We know they're physical, but you have to get the ball into these guys' hands here. Makes the break, makes the decision to chip and chase, gets the bounce. Beautiful.
Well, it's the sort of play that we've been waiting to see from Samoa, where they express themselves. They're physical, got to the sweeper and Stannard. The chip kick was right on, and I'm sure that might even put a small smile on the face of Sir Gordon Titchens.
Well, another look at it here. Yeah, good skills there. Set up for him. And too much momentum in the tackle of Stannard. The familiar face of World Sevens, Sir Gordon Titchens, coach of New Zealand for over 20 years now in his first stint with Samoa. And finally, the Aussies pick up some possession from the restart, and Adams goes to ground, releases, and is taken then on the 10-metre mark. So the youngster is on there, Tate McDermott, and there's the kick through. And what's the chase like? It's pretty good. It sits up nicely for Charlie Taylor. Wow, timely hit back by the Aussies. And Taylor gets his first try in Wellington. Had a little bit of a stint in rugby league with Manly, the Roosters, West Tigers, but now he's back at the Warringah Rats in Sydney Club Rugby, and now he's on the score sheet in Wellington.
Well, I didn't think much of the kick. I thought they should have kept it in hand, but a bad kick, if you chase it well, can end up good in the bounce of the rugby ball.
There's the extra 2, so at half-time, 2-point ball game. It is Samoa leading Australia by 14 points to 12. And Samoa looking for their first win in Wellington 2017. Can they hold on to this? They lead by 14 points to 12. Christian Cullen, what did you make of the half-time chats?
Yeah, well, you know, Samoa, they need to be physical, but also they need to use their ball players. You've seen yesterday, very, very physical. You've seen Titch talking about that. Get their steppers. And obviously Australia, pretty much the same defensively. They need to stand up. They know Samoa are going to be physical. Support the ball player.
Nick Adams complaining about something in the tackle here.
Step blue.
Tough day for those throwing into the lineup, but that was not straight, so...
Option blue. Scrambling up.
Still no Henry Hutchison out on the field for Australia. Tate McDermott, a replacement in jersey 6, 18 years of age, from the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. Scored a try late yesterday. That'll give him plenty of confidence.
Craig, can I just update you on Henry Hutchinson? No problem at all. They thought he was injured. He's not, so he will be right for the rest of the day.
Well, maybe he should be back out there, because even though he's only 19, he is one of the more experienced players. So Samoa losing it. And now Australia looking to make them pay for the mistake. Penalty goes to Australia. And Stannard takes it quickly. Gets it out to Adams, and then Kennewell fires it over, and Taylor has got a double. Terrific dive into the corner. And so they hit back, Charlie Taylor with his second try in the match. And Australia in front again. Not yet.
Okay. RVR.
Okay, we're going to check with the television match official.
Just check the touch, please. Try or no try. Yeah.
Initially, I thought that everything was okay. Diving, and yep, the corner post doesn't come into play.
Oh, that's wonderful camera work here in Wellington, and that's a wonderful finish too. Absolutely brilliant, just what the doctor ordered. And Greg Clark, I think the coaches have been listening because Hutchinson's walking back out.
Time back on.
Well, if he's fine, he's got to be out there. Even though Charlie Taylor has been finishing pretty well on the wing as well. So it is a try.
Yeah, it's just understanding where you are on the rugby field here. You look at Charlie Taylor, knows he might get pushed out if he goes low, so he goes high, gets the ball down first. Great finishing, Taylor.
21 years of age, only his third tournament. Pretty to watch. So it's 17 points to 14. Still a long way to go in this one. The winner will play Wales in the Challenge Trophy semi-final. Over the years, we've referred to it as the bowl. The top 8 play for the gold medal, silver medal and bronze. The bottom 8 playing for the Challenge Trophy. So now, Tate McDermott, can he judge this breeze? Tries to keep it a bit flat and then throws it right over the top. So not a great line out. And now Samoa with an opportunity to open things up over halfway. The inside ball was a good one to Taloa. Taylor made the tackle. So the Samoans are on the charge now. They need to get it wide. Motunga goes to ground. Scrambling defence from the Aussies as the pressure comes on, and that's good work there by Lailua. And straight through goes Asifolau. Oh, and then he loses it, and Myers comes away with it, gives it to Stannard, and he gives it to Hutchinson. So he's had a bit of a breather, and he gets away from 1, 2. There was a high tackle there as well, so a relieving penalty for Australia. And now the referee might go to the pocket.
Hi.
Yeah, Lailua. Just a bit reckless there. He's in the bin for 2 minutes.
Yeah, well, he's just come back on the field and he gets this for his rest.
And into touch it goes.
It's a lovely break initially from Samoa. Recycled it, went to the left, but just couldn't hang on to it. Australia then turned defence into attack. Now they're in a pretty good position now.
Step out.
One extra man. They just need to hang on to the ball, build phases.
Can they judge the breeze this time? Finally, they win the line out, and Stannard gives it to McDermott. And now Hutchison, who's in midfield, putting on a bit of footwork, and then he offloads to Taylor. Can he come up with a hat-trick? Not this time. The offloads. Myers, the captain. That's the 22. And Simon Kennewell thought he spotted a gap, and now he has to release, and he doesn't. Good work by Samoa. Holding on. And that's been a problem for the Australians as they try and develop in this rebuilding year. Not able to make the most of those raids into the opposition 22. And Samoa, 2 minutes remaining, looking to go coast to coast. Asifolau. Good direct running here and poor defence by the Australians, and Motunga gets it back to Va'a. The chase is on. Lafaeli Va'a. He's going to be pulled down in a try-saving tackle. Brilliant work there.
One touch.
And it was the youngster, Tim Anstey.
Stand up.
And now
On your feet.
the penalty goes against Samoa. Well, what about the try saver from the 19-year-old Tim Anstey?
Well, this was a great break here. You're thinking Samoa are in with 6 men, and look at the chase here. That's commitment. No Samoan support player coming up. The turnover, he's just saved the day, I think, for Australia.
Oh, that's superb from Anstey. Really courageous stuff from a young man to get back. That is a turning point in this match for me.
And the Australians
Yeah, you can get in the sub.
sucking in the big ones now.
Sub blue.
Samoa calling
ball
for
here.
the subs. A little over a minute remaining.
Stand up, stand up.
Tim Anstey, who made the try-saving tackle, was in. James Stannard, the veteran,
Stand back on.
needs to find touch into the breeze. The wind is swirling, and so they go to the front, so it's okay. McDermott gives it to Hutchison, who steps back into the traffic. And Stannard to Myers. Over on the far side now, it is Mitchell. Hutchison. McDermott. Shoveling it out now to Taylor. As well to stay in the field of play, and the counter ruck is good from Samoa, although it's illegal.
Side.
That is outstanding play from Australia, Christian. Using the clock brilliantly. Referee's going to have a chat, and someone else is going to the bin, but just controlling possession and just working the clock down. That's smart play.
Yeah, that's what they're looking after the ball. I thought Samoa done well here.
Yeah.
See, he's come from the side.
9 seconds.
That counter-rack was pretty good, but Ref sees it another way. But you're right, Australia just need to hang on to this ball or kick it out. There we go.
Yeah, he had 15 seconds to take the kick. He decided to tap it and put it into touch, so they survive. Only just, but that's all you have to do. Australia through to the Challenge Trophy semi-final against Wales. Australia 17, Samoa 14. Australia's second win out of 4 matches at Wellington, and Samoa still to win.